I don't know about you, but I've been getting hit with all this like Japanese sakura stuff on Instagram and wherever, just out of nowhere.
Big time.
Which
It's that time of year.
I appreciate it because I love, it's called Hanami in Japan. It's like the festival where you go look at the flowers and you set up blankets or picnic blankets with your friends and you drink beer and sit under the sakura trees. It's really epic. It's like one of the best things you can do in your life. You know what I mean? So, yeah, seriously, like...
You're part of this campaign here.
You take anything that you've got on your bucket list and you kick it off. And you scratch...
You need to go get drunk under some flowers.
Your entire bucket list, throw it in the trash.
Yes.
And just write Hanami.
Hanami.
Yeah, go.
Get a tattoo of it.
Just go.
Yeah.
Okay? Sit there with those sakura petals falling
You're part
down.
of this.
Drinking
You're
that
part of the Japan
awesome
tourism
Japanese
bureau
beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple strong zeros on the blanket, you know. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of these.
Yes.
But because it's springtime and this whole like, sakura, blossom things going around, China's like, we gotta have ours, okay?
But they don't do sakura flowers, they do taohua.
Yeah, peach blossoms, which are equally
Beautiful.
beautiful. China's trying to ramp up its propaganda as far as that's concerned. Because, like we said earlier, China's been trying to push this whole like, come to China for tourism type thing. Let's see what Chinese CGTN, which is the big state media, put out. They put out a thing about this train.
Don't go to... It's basically... Can I do the TLDR real quick?
Sure.
Don't go to Japan. Come see the peach blossoms instead.
Yes. So let's take a look. By the way...
You can see their saturation in action. There.
Please take a note that Chinese propaganda, whenever they show the wilderness or the countryside or something, the saturation dial is dialed up to the max. And you could tell. Just look at like skin tones. Look at how green things are. I mean, it's very easy to tell. It's like it's unrealistic. It's like adding a filter onto everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like that. What is...
What am I even looking at?
Look at this, like, the green is become yellow, and it's so unnatural. What they're trying to do is make the peach blossoms here, which actually look white. They're trying to make them pink, but in the process, all they did was made the brown scrub look orange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll see a lot of that in this. Let's see.
Have you ever heard of the train to Sprang?
Yeah.
I tell you what.
What?
They, with their anchors, they've gotten better anchors.
Yes.
And this girl has such awesome enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, I'm nothing against the presenter.
No, it's just you gotta up your like vibe now.
Yes. Well, you have to make up for what's around you.
She makes it colorful.
No, they do with the saturation.
With saturation.
I mean, look at the color of her jeans, for instance. That's not normal. I think we all own a pair of blue jeans. They don't look like that. They're not like, neon.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's see what she has to say.
Well, in Beijing, every March and April, the epicenter of the peach blossom spring fever is at the Jungwa section of the Great Wall. And this train right here is going to take us deep into the heart of that pink paradise. Sounds like a dream ride. Let's...
I love this. Sounds like she's on
right to the center of this pink paradise.
This is amazing. I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah, no,
it gets me pumped.
Exactly. No, like thumbs up to her. She's a great presenter.
Yes.
Give it a go.
Okay. By the way, can you see what it looks like? I'm sorry.
Can you guys already understand how bad this is going to be?
I'm going to spoil it a little bit for you. Every shot that you see that isn't her talking, where you see the train, like drone shots or like the peach blossom, it's all B-roll. And B-roll, for those of you who don't know about editing, it's like extra footage that's gone and filmed on a different day.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll find the 1 or 2 days that in Beijing around there where the sky is like blue and it's looking nice, and they'll be like, holy shit, guys, grab your cameras, we gotta go now. Our window's closing, and they run out there and they're like, oh, look, a peach blossom and whatever, and they'll do this and they get these nice shots. And then they intersperse it to pretend as if it's happening then.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can tell if you just look at the sky.
Saturate those.
Yeah, it'll saturate them too. So let's see.
The view you're going to get here is spring exclusive. Tickets cost you 5 to 18 yuan or 70 cents to $2.50 US, depending on where you get on and off. And they do sell out fast.
That, by the way, that you're seeing now, That is the only real B-roll that they shot.
Yes.
But they still saturated it up. Look at this this pine tree.
I mean, look at the pollution. It's
Yes.
like leaking over the top of the hill.
Yeah, but they still put the saturation. Look how green this this whatever pine tree thing is over here. It's not normal. It's not natural. And they still couldn't get the blossoms to look pink.
Yes.
Anyway, let's keep going.
During peak time, this particular line sees about 10,000.
Isn't that just typical of those Chinese tourist places you go? They put a picture of what it's supposed to look like. You know?
Look outside and you're like...
I mean, and they do that so that you can kind of get a vibe. Like, this is what it's really... Oh, yeah, I'm just not here on a good day.
Yeah.
You know? And you can take a photo
unlucky.
next to that, you know? Anyway.
Passenger trips per day.
Look, you can see what it looks like. This guy is bummed.
Yeah, sorry, I should get out of there so you can read the... I'll go back. So
No, it's okay. It's not important.
I'll play it from here.
All right.
Okay, just so that you can see the
The
subtitles.
line sees about 10,000 passenger trips per day.
都漂亮，我们坐过这大好火山。
挺好的，速度也很慢。对，带着孩子或者带着老人，坐在上面感受一下沿途的风光。
景色很美。
风景挺好，我从来没有这个时候来过。
The train, which started operation in 2008, was not a scenic
See,
train
none of
per
this is-
se in the beginning.
All of these shots are not from that journey.
And again, heavily edited
Yes,
afterwards.
exactly.
So it's not from this experience.
No.
But rather a commute train that connects suburban Beijing and neighboring Hebei province. Then came an interesting...
You can watch them saturate. Did you see that?
Dude,
They
yeah.
did it live there.
This is outlandish.
That is seriously outlandish.
Yeah. It's like, dude, the
Dr.
saturation, you know when it like you get maxed in your
Yes.
software and you have to like double it up.
You double the
and it like
filter.
reaches 100%, so
Yeah.
you have to go in there and type 400%. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
you have to
like manually do it
do it.
because it won't do it by itself.
That's
Yes.
not real, is
In
it?
No.
2015,
No.
a photo of the train traversing a breathtaking sea of flowers became an instant internet sensation.
It's like an alien landscape.
Countless
Yeah.
tourists started
Look
to
how
flock
brown
in,
it is.
and it became one of the best
Yeah.
ways to celebrate spring
Barbed
ever
wire.
since.
What a spectacular view. It's looking a bit this morning, but it's even better. It's giving you that poetic vibe. It's almost like you're looking at this ancient Chinese landscape painting.
She goes over a highway with a bridge.
This is an ancient Chinese landscape painting. It doesn't look like it to me. It looks pretty rough.
I love her false enthusiasm.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a good presenter.
Floating right in front of your eyes. You've got the entire mountain covered by greens and super blooms. And you've got the Great Wall in the backdrop. And the best part of it, you get to admire all that from the comfort of a moving train.
Taking a
I'm really
stroll here
sold.
makes you feel
Yes.
like you're hugging the spring. Even the air smells sweeter. Plenty of people have come here for their spring adventure, taking in the fresh air and basking in the peach blossom galore. It's a stunning sight to see, but do expect thick crowds.
我来了一家子人好多，现在感
I
My
think they've
entire family is here. Okay. Cool story,
Yeah,
bro.
I think they may have forgotten the saturation on this shot.
Oh.
I mean, that red does look a bit red.
It
but
does.
Look at the background; it's just brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is he saying?
Flowers in full bloom. It's very beautiful.
觉就都开花了，还是很美的。
Yeah, that's
非常
fake.
好看，特
Yeah.
别是上去的时候，就看到它爬到顶，看到它这样盘着上去，特别好看。
Then they
Look
get
at
back
this.
to this alien landscape.
Yeah.
Spring is a time for growth, renewal, and the awakening of nature's beauty. What's better? For cities like Beijing, the spring romance is proving to be a strong point in the consumption and tourism sector, unlocking fresh possibilities for the country's economic
That guy
vitality.
looks so
This train is
fucking
taking us to the Great Wall, but beyond that, it's taking us to spring and infinite possibilities that come with it.
Look at how outlandish
I
this
mean,
is.
the mountains where there are no blossoms. You know, like right at the top there, those are pink too because they had to put the pink saturation.
Oh,
away.
yeah. Oh, you know what they did? Oh, bro, I figured
They
it
selected
out.
the color, right?
They did color select. So, guys,
Like,
in
yeah.
editing, what you can do is you can select brown,
Yeah.
right? A shade of brown. And then you can tell the editing program, change this specific shade, everything to pink.
Yes.
So that's what they messed up. this whole mountain's not supposed to be pink.
Yeah,
This
that
is
one
a
up in the
brown
background
mountain.
is a brown scrubland.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there are the trees,
Yeah.
but not up in the mountain. They don't grow up there.
So
but
they did color select, and they literally just made the whole thing vomit pink.
Yeah.
Like Pepto-Bismol.
It's really bad, and the sky's not clear either. Anyway.
But there's something special that you've done.
Yes. I decided, what if we were to watch this propaganda and I just cut the B-roll out of it?
Yeah, because then it's that day.
Yeah, just only use what they shot on that day.
Yeah.
CGTN,
Let's take a look.
Beijing.
I would prefer if you started over.
Start over for what?
Can you turn the live stream off and then start a second one?
Okay, so
Okay,
let's
we'll
have
do
it again.
then.
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like that day without any of the cuts.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the train to Sprang? Well, in Beijing,
You've removed the saturation.
I
You've
took some saturation.
normalized
I
it.
tried my best to normalize it. I think the color of her jeans is more realistic now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go from here.
every March and April, the epicenter of the peach blossom spring fever is at the Jüri section of the Great Wall. And this train right here is going to take us deep into the heart of that pink paradise. Sounds like a dream ride. Let's give it a go.
I love her.
Yeah.
So this is just what you would have seen
The
during
view
this
dollars,
filming.
Yes.
depending on where you get on and off. And they do sell out fast. During peak time, this particular line sees about 10,000 passenger trips per day.
I mean, this is like de-propagandized.
Yeah.
速度也很慢，
Yeah, it looks terrible
对，
now.
带着孩子或者带着老人，坐在上面感受一下沿途的风光。
景色很美。
风景挺好，我从来没有这个时候来过。
Countless tourists started to flock in, and it became one of the spectacular view. It's drizzling a bit this morning, but it's even better. It's giving you that poetic vibe. It's almost like you're looking at this ancient Chinese landscape painting unfolding right in front of your eyes. Painting.
Okay.
Isn't it so different without the B-roll they cut in?
Yeah, if you don't have all these pretty,
yeah.
fake things to show you. Now, this is the only shot that they filmed that day of
Yeah.
like the passing scenery, okay? And I noticed something.
What?
Okay, can you see this log that I've put an
Yes.
arrow to, okay? And notice which direction it's traveling in, that
Okay.
direction, okay? Just pay attention. Because they used, well, you'll see. Okay, just watch.
Holding right in front of your eyes, depending on where you get on and off. And they do sell out fast. Painting.
It's the same shot. they just reversed it.
And it shows you that they didn't film any B-roll because they only filmed that one thing from that day.
Yeah.
And they used it twice. They used it once in one direction and then once in another direction.
One direction, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So the same freaking shot. How lazy is that?
Yeah.
So, the first part where she's talking about traveling there, this way. Oh, now we're traveling there, the other way.
It's so crazy, though. What you've done is de-propagandize an actual propaganda movie.
Yeah.
Because you've taken out all the clips that they've saturated, they've post-processed, they took on a different day, they hyper like macro shots of different things.
Yeah.
When you remove all that stuff, you see it for what it is. This is a genuine experience.
It's a dismal day where, the visibility isn't very good.
Yes.
It's overcast. It doesn't look nice.
No.
It looks smoggy and gross. And it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No.
I would, if I'd gone on that day, I would
Yeah.
have walked away saying like, this sucks.
This sucks. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they used this same footage again, dumbasses.
Taking a stroll here makes you feel like you're hugging the spring. Even the air smells sweeter. Plenty of people have come here for their spring adventure, taking in the fresh air and basking in the peach blossom galore. It's a stunning sight to see, but do expect thick crowds.
我来了一家子人好多，现在感觉就都开花了。
去的时候就看到它爬到顶，看到它这样盘着上去，特别好看。
And the awakening of nature's beauty. What's better? For cities like Beijing, the spring romance is proving to be a strong point in the consumption and tourism sector, unlocking fresh possibilities for the country's economic vitality.
He's so
the train is
scared.
taking us to the Great Wall, but beyond that, it's taking us to spring and the infinite possibilities that come with it.
No, but I need to send the link to my channel.
I don't know why he made an appearance again.
Oh, because he told her to do it again.
Yeah, he told her to do it again.
He wanted her to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not her fault. By the way, props. I hope we see more of her. She's got a great vibe.
Yeah, she's a good presenter. But, you got to work with what you got.
You got to work with what you got.
Yeah.
The Pink Paradise was a gray smog wasteland. That's really what it was. I love when she's going by the scene.
Yeah.
Where she's like, it looks like an idyllic Chinese painting or something, and it's like a through pass, like a highway,
it's got
spaghetti
like,
roads.
like electrical lines, and it's like, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, it's drizzling today, but at least she was trying to be honest.
Yeah.
She was trying to be like, oh, it's not actually that good, it's drizzling today. But then they're showing all this like beautiful B-roll. Anyway, very easy to see through Chinese propaganda, and I'll tell you what, like, that bucket list, you got Hanami on there, you do not have that train on there. Do not put that train on your bucket list.
Okay, got it.
Unless you want to be depressed.
I don't think, if you're going to Hanami, you're not going to see Taohua. It's not the same.
I think if you're too cheerful, if you're one of those people that's just too positive, go on that train.
Yes.
You might actually, it might bring you down.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. What?
You think that train's bad? What about the train that derailed in Kentucky? I think you got a soundbite for that, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah,
we got our new soundbite.
Yeah, I'll play it again.
America Bad Party. ADVC and Whataboutism We Trust.
That is a turkey vulture making that sound.
With a real sound in
Yes, that's pretty gross.
So
it's a pretty bad bird call, I must say.
Yes, anytime Wu Mao or anybody that needs to be contrarian and say, no, America's bad, so China's not bad. That's ABP, America Bad Party.
Yeah.
The people that just want to see America fail no matter what. And they just are so obsessed with America being bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. No.
I think you no need to come to company again.
Okay.
I think you don't need to come to company again.
2 + 2 = 5.
The way he says that.
Yeah.
In love with another woman.
I'm watching video. What's up?
Could you make me a cheese pizza, please?
Yeah. I will make you the best one ever. Just open your eyes.
I love that.
I'm just a homeless man hanging around this neighborhood.
That's my favorite quote.
Yeah.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my life.